You can
So,
start. Yeah.
so basically, my head is a artistic object,
Yeah.
but it's also from a scientific and engineering project called the MEER, Mirrors for Earth Energy Rebalancing. And essentially, we're trying to couple mitigation to adaptation, using adaptation needs as one way to incentivize mitigation, thermal mitigation, that is. So essentially, all of the energy and everything that takes place on the surface of the planet is powered by the sun. So sunlight is the ultimate source of energy. So if there's a way to interact or direct that energy at the surface, then you can impact more or less everything that happens within Earth's atmosphere. And everybody knows that when you look at the mirror, you see yourself. That's because the light gets manipulated in a very precise way, back and forth. So mirrors are very powerful tools to manipulate sunlight.
Like water too, and snow.
Like water as well, but not as precisely as do mirrors. So if you want to have maximum control, you need to control the angle of reflection and the curvatures of your parabolic mirror very precisely. So that's why specular reflectors are special. All the type of albedo enhancement approaches that you take. So mirrors or reflectors, depending on where they apply. For example, over roofs, they reduce how much heat is generated at the surface. So you can reduce environmental air temperature and also the temperature of interior buildings. We have done single building studies showing up to 7 to 8 degrees Celsius of decrease of interior temperatures just by having these mirrors. So you can imagine cutting your electricity bills by 30 to 80%, or even completely in some locations.
Can you help that to solar energy collection?
Yes, mirrors are synergistic with solar by several mechanisms. The most simple is you can build systems that use mirror to direct the light that they capture onto the solar panels. So each solar panel will be at any given time exposed to much fuller solar irradiance or suns. Typical PV panels, even without pretreatment, can take maybe 3 times as much they are receiving. So it's one way to increase the yield of your individual panel by using something that's much cheaper. Right? Each solar panel for 100 watts probably costs you about say $100 US. Okay? And each mirror that captures 100 watts, or you need say 1 kilowatt, 500 watts of reflection to get you 20%, so which is 100 watts. Each mirror of that size will only cost a fraction of like 10 cents or 20 cents.
Oh, okay.
So essentially, it's a free doubling of your electricity production, even at a single household scale by using a mirror.
It's fantastic.
But
So
there's
what
also
did
larger
you-
scale uses. If you imagine surrounding your PV fields by mirror fields in especially cloudy conditions, what that does is to have a portion of the light reflected from the solar field, the mirror field, onto the cloud base, which then gets eventually absorbed by the PV panels. So that's one way to increase your PV efficiency by maybe 30 to 50% in cloudy regions such as most of Northern Europe.
Yeah.
Right, for example. So that would make a better case for PV in, say, Germany than they have traditionally experienced. Okay, so those are 2 examples of direct photon-based